Patron, you're the music director. So since you've been in this country, how have you been developing in music? Maybe some initiatives helping that as well?
Yes. So when I came to this country, the first thing, coming from a Christian family, my father, pastor, so we were welcomed with a church, and ever since I've been volunteering time and serving at the local church. And that's where I continue to develop some of the talents, because I grew up, the country where I come from, it's talent, you develop it on the street, you display what you're capable of doing. So, and I was playing all kinds of instruments, singing, dancing, all that to keep yourself happy and joyful. So through the church, I developed more skills and more of interest in music. And as I'm growing and get to know a lot of people and get to know it totally, so this idea of having a training center where we train other people music, because I know a lot of young people coming from Africa, they come to America, they want to entertain themselves, they want to continue to play music. So we developed this place where we have in Lowell, and very soon we're opening in Boston, where we are training people music to play sometimes during Christmas season, birthdays, events, or weddings, or any type of occasion for the good reason of just to keep the community happy.
Congo also has a distinctive kind of pop music. Does that also figure in what you're doing here in America?
Yeah, it's basically like, I think everyone knows, like, if you meet somebody from Congo, he must be a musician or something like that. So yeah, there's that stereotype of being from Congo. Music is everywhere. We don't sleep. You sleep at night is music, and during the day is music. So it's built into our system, I would say.
Thank you both. We're talking with Reverend Twirly Krua and Patron Yemery from the Universal Human Rights International. Twirly, talk about the event that's coming up in June to get some support for the initiative.
Yes. So what we have on World Refugee Day is going to be at the Reservoir Church in Cambridge. And we'll have food from Iraq, as well as food from Liberia. So there'll be food, there'll be music provided by the group led by Patron. And then we'll be featuring a young lady from Afghanistan, and she has a certain type of business that she's involved in. So we're going to have on display 6 booths, and these 6 booths will have different innovations from the refugees themselves. And then we'll have a discussion about people, how have they been able to develop their talents, how have they been able to be innovative in America, even without funding. So after that, we're going to call on the audience to give questions and answers, and then at last, we'll try to raise some money that will go directly to these initiatives.
Patron, there's a long history of things like this in Boston, but I guess one of the other factors is that people go, they hear these musicians they never knew about before. This is a great opportunity for performers, right?
Yes. So on that day, on June 20th, I would like to welcome anybody, come and see. We are preparing. The music it's upbeat music. We're gonna mix also with classic music. So we want to incorporate it. This is the reason why I was so interested into this, because the African style music, it has some energy, and then also we have learned a lot of things here living in this country. So we will mix things, and you are American, you are African, you are anywhere from music will sound good.
So one other thing that I'm curious with this new fund here. There is one model for you, I think. It's not among refugees per se, the Family Independence Initiative. I guess it sounds like there's some similarities with that, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm also a part of the Family Independence Initiative. I'm a family partner with Family Independence Initiative. And Family Independence Initiative is an organization that lets the funders and foundation to directly trust and invest in the families. Instead of investing in the big organizations, they invest directly in the family. On Monday, we had an event at the Science Museum where we had the DTA partnering with Family Independence Initiative to invest in 400 families in the next couple of years right here in Boston. And one of the things that I would like to throw out there is that every Sunday people go to churches and places of worship and they take offering that's supposed to be used for the good. Now we are asking those churches to also, that is asking people to pay their tithe and offering, to also make a tithe and offering for the less fortunate in our community, especially refugees who've been uprooted by wars, who now languish in our community, who are trying their very best to be creative for them to be invested, to invest in their products.
Ask you one more time for a little more detail about the event and also how people can make donations to the new fund.
So the donation is, you can go to egc.org, that's the website of Emmanuel Gospel Center, and give to the Refugee Innovation Fund. And that's the website. We are going to be publicizing this more and trying to ask people to get involved. So it's going to be at the Reservoir Church in Cambridge on June 20th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
All right. Well, thank you both very much for being with us, Trolley Kua and Patron Yemery. We'll have more news in just a moment.